try to mute.
Yeah, every once in a while, I one of my medications I take causes a dry throat, especially in the morning. I can cough sometimes. I'm always trying to hit the mute.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it you want, Barry? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
The sensitive high school quarterback who became commander-in-chief of his own army. He would later say of the war, it was awesome, but also, it wasn't.
What's the deal with bananas? I mean, they got orange juice, you got apple juice. Where's the banana juice?
I never thought of that.
When you want to talk sports, you ask folks who have seen it all up close. So on The Al Travis Show, we go with the guys at the end of the bench. Time to talk all things sports.
Love having them on. It's John and Dan, the guys at the end of the bench. I have to make these calls. Production meeting live on the air. We can either talk the bad stuff or the good stuff, and I want to start with the good stuff. Can we start with the good stuff? Let's go with the good stuff. Can we do that?
Let's do it.
It's your show, Al.
There's good stuff?
All right. There is good stuff. Nas Reed gets paid $25 million a year for 5 years. He's my boy. The jersey I got, not going to go bad for at least 5 years. He's here. Love that. And today,
Al
Julius
is a
Randle.
happy man.
I'm so happy. That's the best $40 ever spent. Randle, $100 million for 3 years, and he has a player extension. Those two are in commitment to the bit. You guys happy? I'm thrilled to death.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, they were both necessary. I think if they're going to remain at the level they're at and hopefully take it to the next level, they're both key cogs in the machine, if you want to call them that. Reed could be a starter for any team, and he's pretty happy in his role. And I suppose he'll start some in the coming season.
Yeah.
I mean, he should, at least depending on the opponent and how they line things up. And Randle, he proved himself this year too.
Yeah.
Very happy with both of those.
How about you, Dan?
I think it's a great move. I'm a little more surprised than you guys may be, because I kept hearing that that Nas wanted an opportunity to start, but he wanted an opportunity to be in the top five, and I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if maybe we're figuring something out for Mr. Rudy, that maybe figure out somewhere to ship him off. But I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked. I would be really interested, even though I'm not the Rudy hater that Al is. I would be really interested.
Just because I'm honest.
An extended run of Nas anchoring the 5 spot, but that would be interesting to see.
Well, let's just put our coaches' hats on quick. You now have Nas, you've got Gobi, and I don't hate him, just don't want him on my team. There's a difference. And then they got these 2 new kids that are these great prospects that we've never heard of before that are 7'2", 7'3". There isn't that much room for this many big men. You got Garcia at the end of the bench. I think you can get rid of Gobi now. Nas, you're filling in and show these kids how to work hard. One thing I love about Nas, if he's on the court, he's working hard. That's how you show these young kids how to play. I think that's $100 million a year you could get by saving if you got rid of Gobi.
Yeah. No, I'm not against it. I'm not as convinced as you are that it's a good thing.
Okay.
But I do think they've got something going with Gobi on the for the flow. But we'll see. But again, I'm not entirely against the idea. I would be intrigued. It's just, I don't know. They're at that precipice of do you want to change too much? You gotta change something to get over the hump. But I don't know.
He's absolutely right. He talked himself into this.
I'm conservative in that way.
But if you keep everybody the same, you're not getting over the hump. We're the same thing. We're just all a year older, and I would include Mike Conley on that. I mean, things are going to change whether you like him or not. John, tell me how crazy that is. You take the $100 million you get for him. You could keep Walker now, and then maybe go find somebody who can be a point guard. Don't shake your head at me, Dan. What?
I'm
not.
probably leaning more towards Dan than than you, Al.
Both you guys.
And it's hard to replace those rebounds. I mean, yeah, he was not a scoring machine. He's never going to be a scoring machine. But, the Bulls had Rodman, right?
Yep.
And Gobert looks better than Rodman, but you need a guy who can get in there and grab those boards and help the other players set up the plays. So I wouldn't want to lose that component of the defense. I mean, he is a 2-time or 3-time defensive player?
4-time defensive player of the year, which is just crap. But my point is, you can get something for him, right? He has that pedigree. He's still young enough. Somebody can think can get 2-3 years out of this big guy. Slough him off, and you can get something. Because 2-3 years from now, when he plays like he did this last year and keeps up doing nothing, you'll get nothing for him.
Well, I do feel bad for Nickeil Alexander-Walker because he's probably not going to make it. And Conley, I love Conley, but boy, he's showing his age, I think.
We all do. Yeah. One more basketball note, just to throw it out there. Boy, I'll tell you the Lynx. I don't know if you caught this score. 102-63. Yeah. I mean, talk about your beatdown. They scored 26 points in a row.
A 26-point run.
Yeah. I mean, and even that would have been exciting. But even you take that out, they're still winning by like 26 points. I mean, this game was, wow.
That's like a whole quarter of basketball without the other team scoring a point.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's not even, and that's only, and that doesn't even make up half of the final score difference.
No.
Exactly, just crazy whooped out. They're also two whole games ahead now. 16 into the season, they're 14-2, 2 games up over Phoenix. This team's got something. They got something. You got to watch them. Collier, wow, 23 points. All right, we'll go to break, but before we do, I want to wrap up. Dan. The play was over. How did you end last weekend? It went well. How'd it go?
Fantastic. Had to wrap up yesterday afternoon. The weather ended up being helpful. Actually, the guy ended up being nice. So yeah, it went really well. I'm always sad to see him go, but it's kind of now it's what's next. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun and a good group to work with.
I'm glad yesterday was a great day for you. Didn't you have just massive storms come through on Saturday, though? I mean, you guys up in the city
just missed it.
Okay.
We were just squeezed in. So we started and we said, what we even said we're going to do is, okay, announcements are going to be short. We're going to make the intermission short. We're going to make the intermission shorter. We're going to make anything we can do. Anything we can do, we'll make it shorter. And we ended up beating the Storms by about 15 minutes. So it was tight. It was tight, but we had a great audience too. So they showed up and they were lively. So that was can't beat that.
All right. Good for you. Keep us posted. You're going to do another play. Let us know when. But we got to go to break. We'll be back after this. We'll talk the down stuff. Your Minnesota Twins. Right after this.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc. Midwest Money Management and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
Dust from livestock buildings can be harmful to your animals and to you. Coughing animals can lead to costly vet visits and other serious health problems. Now there's an environmentally safe solution for your dust problems. It's called DustLock. DustLock can control the dust all summer long with just one application. Protect your animals and your health with DustLock. Learn more at dustlock.com.
Okay, Noah's gonna make a fire.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
We got them, John and Dan, the guys at the end of the bench. Love having them on the program. Let's talk a little bit about your Minnesota Twins. I believe we're talking about it over the Friday. You know, this is an opportunity to get Detroit in town. If you can, win 2 out of 3, you get a little closer. You lose 2 out of 3, guess what? You're a little further back. Win the first game, and that was fun, wasn't it? I mean, that was kind of cool. What, 5-1, and then kind of get torched Saturday, and then lose again yesterday. We're 12 and a half out. This is not going in the right direction. That Skubal guy, you kidding me? Can he pitch? 2 hits we had. You don't win many ball games with 2 hits. 2 hits.
Yeah.
Give me something. What? Talk to me.
I have much less concern about not hitting against Tarik Skubal. He is the real deal. I mean, he won the Cy Young last year for a reason. Now you'd like to see more than 2 hits, but it's but being shut out by a guy like the net, but not doing much against a guy like that. But the rest of the weekend was just awful. That's a Friday. Friday night was nice. Yep. They had no business just getting blown out, and you still can win the game against a Skubal pitcher, but no, this is not. I mean, it's almost like we're ready to start making excuses because the Tigers were just too good, and that's not what you want to be hearing right now.
Yeah, it's not. John, your thoughts on your Minnesota Twins? It's just getting tough right now to even make excuses. Yeah, it's Detroit, but guess what? They're in our division.
Yeah,
keep up.
It is, and there's something going on with Bailey Ober. I don't want to point a finger at one player, but when we're already down, our ace, and then we got Zebby hurt, you're looking at guys like Joe and Bailey to carry the load, and now it's like not having 3 guys on our pitching staff.
Say that if Ober is 0-7 in his last 7 starts. He is not one. That's the same win percentage I've got as a pitcher with the Minnesota Twins in the last 7 games. I had to get in his grill, but it's like, buddy, how long can you be a major league pitcher unless they're always coming back saying, well, we didn't give him the run support? How long can you be a winning pitcher?
Oh, they'll hang with him. They'll figure him out. And I think he'll figure himself out too. It's a little discouraging seeing him give up so many gopher balls. That's very uncharacteristic of him. So
the walks,
it's something mechanical or something, some tweak.
Is it, or is it that the other teams
they'll figure him out?
Is it that, or the other teams figure out what his pitch is? They show, he dips his shoulder. Here comes your curveball. Is the other teams figuring him out too, right, Dan? I mean, I presume
that's
they pay
they're working.
That
I hear that's a lot of what they're working on too. Is trying to figure out. I mean, they figure out other teams' pitchers. They're tipping their tips if they have them. But there's this theory that somebody must have something on him. Now, for him, I've said it before, just throwing a few miles per hour slower on his fastball makes a massive difference for a guy like him.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the overwhelming stuff. He never did. For a guy who's 6'9", getting him up to 93 miles an hour was a huge task for the Twins. And now if he's throwing 88, 89, that just doesn't work. So I think they should shut him down for a couple of weeks. I think they should just shut him down.
And put who in to pitch? That outfielder?
That's the problem. If you don't have it. So I almost expect to see one of those.
Well, they just got rid of Bride, so he's not available.
Yeah. One of those, and he was the backup pitcher. I fully expect to see one of the infamous Twins. Let's pick up a veteran who has nothing going for him and
get him on the cheap.
I fully expect something like that. That's
they picked up Wentz, who was supposed to do that. And Wentz has been worthless. I don't even know why they're hanging on to that guy.
Tell me your chances. We're halfway through, right? Twins are 40 and 44, 4 games under 500. You look at Detroit; they're looking at, if they keep going, 106 win season. Detroit takes this, the Central easy. We are battling to see if we can get in a playoff spot, right? And if I'm doing the math, our closest we've got is we're 3 games back from Seattle. If we're going to get that, Do you see anything leading us to think the Twins could do something to push us over that knot to get us in the playoffs? Because that's all we need in Minnesota. Just get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're happy.
Yeah,
you think so?
I do. I remain optimistic, and it's not just because I'm a homer. It's we got to quit looking at the Tigers and thinking, oh my God, we got to catch up to them.
Well, are they really that real? I was going to ask you that. They're 53. They're 5 games ahead of the New York Yankees as far as just the wins category. Are they really that good?
I mean, the All-Star break is in what, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yep.
I mean, if they're hanging in there, then if they don't have some kind of a slide, and I've been waiting for them to have some kind of a slide all season, like let them lose 5 or 6 in a row and get back to reality, but they're not showing signs of that.
Yeah.
So
they did have a little bit
of them, and let's look at our other contenders, like you said, Al, Seattle.
Yeah.
And we're in the mix. So let's play like we're in the mix. Let's just play for the playoff spot, because once you get there, anything happens.
Well, except for us, we'll lose in the first round, but it can happen. I get your point. Dan, the difference, Detroit Tigers, 21 games over 500, we're 4 under. That's halfway. That's not fluky.
No, I'm thinking that the Tigers have convinced me. I was thinking that they were playing over their head. They still might be playing a little over their head, but this is still at least a mid to high 90s win team.
Yeah.
So they're just that good. I mean, they are. They believe in themselves. I hate those cliches, but I think the Twins do have the players to hang in with for the wild card, but that's but they have to. They got the players got to play.
I'm with you 100%. The Buxtons, the Correas, and the Wallners, and all the rest of these people where there are guys. Do you ever, when you're watching them, feel, we got this one, watch out, here we come? You're just begging. I mean, we ever get 2 hits in a row? I mean, guys on base, you don't even think, okay, here we come. It's just a strange feeling watching these guys.
Yeah, Buxton's it right now. So about the only one I would have anything close to that feeling about.
I'm going to have, but you get my point, right, John? That's what baseball is. 27 batters, it's a long thing. But there's all these this guy's coming up. Oh, it's the left. We don't have that feel anywhere in the Bucks, and I'll give you that. There just isn't that feel in this lineup. Now, here you come. Here come these 3 guys. Watch out.
Yeah, but then we always got somebody that sort of comes out of nowhere and does a little bit. And
I'd like to see it happen.
Cody Clemens has been a nice addition. He just for his power, if nothing else. Now, he's probably not a long-term solution, and he's just kind of a flash sort of guy. But I still believe there's a chance for them, but it depends on the health. I mean, if these pitching injuries linger, there's rumors Royce Lewis could be activated and show up in Miami, which would be huge.
Okay.
Because that's another big bat and some good defense that could really help things. But so we'll see.
All right, 30 seconds. Give me your thoughts. The Mariners, we are playing there. Win, lose, or draw. What do we do in this situation?
No, it's Marlins, isn't it?
The Marlins. Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad. Yep, Marlins. Miami, yep.
I think we'll take the series.
See, always the homer. How about you, Dan?
Yeah, we got to take 2 out of 3. Got to take 2. Got to take at least 2.
I would always take 2 out of 3 because they got to prove to me they can, but we're out of time. John, Dan, appreciate you guys. We're off Friday. Couldn't take the 4th off. You'll see you guys next Monday. Fair enough?
We got excellent.
Guys, the end.
Happy 4th.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect...
Jeremy, what's the name of your podcast? You're muted. Sorry.
The radio show we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Political Pitchforks.
Okay. Might as well promote it, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a website or anything yet?
Politicalpitchforks.com.
You do. Of course you would. You're that guy. Love it.